Have you guys ever wondered what if Tanjiro actually became evil after his family got killed by Muzan? We all know how Tanjiro is righteous and always wants to do the right thing. Now imagine if the Tanjiro we know wasn't good, but evil and cunning. How will this impact the entire storyline? In this video, we've gathered 3 alternate timelines in which Tanjiro is actually evil. In this timeline, Tanjiro reaches his home earlier than the original story. His family is already slaughtered, but Nezuko is still alive for a few moments. While he cries and holds her, Muzan appears nearby. Tanjiro tries to throw himself at Muzan out of pure anger, but Muzan easily stops him and offers him a cruel deal. "If you want power, take my blood." At this point, Tanjiro is only a coal seller with no training and no real strength. He knows Muzan is the cause of everything, but his heart is filled with rage and grief. Instead of thinking clearly, he accepts the blood because he wants revenge. He wants to destroy everything that hurt him. Tanjiro becomes a demon, and just like Nezuko in the original timeline, he keeps all his memories. But now those memories twist into hatred. He feels anger toward demons for killing innocent people, and anger toward humans for not protecting his family. His mind breaks and he convinces himself that both sides are worthless. Because he's still physically weak, his demon abilities are unstable, his regeneration is slow, his strength is low, and his blood demon art barely activates. But Tanjiro doesn't care. He uses whatever strength he has to attack anyone he finds, demon or human. Villagers fear him, and demons avoid him because they sense his unstable rage. He becomes a wandering nightmare. He kills to fill his anger, not for survival. He destroys anyone he blames for his pain. But his weak body cannot handle this life. He never gets stronger because he has no training, no support, and no discipline. Demon Slayers eventually track him down. Tanjiro tries to fight back, but he's not strong enough. His attacks are wild and messy. His regeneration is slow. The Slayers overwhelm him quickly and he lies on the ground. He looks up at the sky and remembers his siblings. For a moment, the anger fades and he whispers an apology. He dies as a demon, consumed by the very hatred that kept him alive. In the previous timeline, we assume that Tanjiro turns into a demon after Muzan killed his entire family. However, things are different in this timeline. Tanjiro doesn't turn into a demon, he becomes evil in an entirely different manner. In this timeline, Nezuko is still turned into a demon, but her fate changes completely. When Kiyabu arrives and sees her protecting Tanjiro, he doesn't hesitate. In his eyes, she's dangerous. And Tanjiro's cries mean nothing. With a quick strike, he kills her right in front of Tanjiro. Tanjiro screams and rushes forward, but it's too late. His last remaining family member is gone, and the pain crushes him. Demons destroyed his family, and humans finished the job. Something inside him breaks. Hatred fills his heart, not just for demons, but also for the people who claim to protect humans. From that moment, Tanjiro no longer sees a world of good and evil. He only sees pain, betrayal, and weakness. Tanjiro also knows the truth. He is weak. He is only a coal seller with no strength or skill. There's no way he can fight someone as strong as Kiyabu. When Kiyabu offers him a chance to train under Urokodaki, Tanjiro accepts. Not because he trusts anyone, but because he needs power. He hides his anger behind a quiet and obedient face. Under Urokodaki, he trains hard. He learns water breathing and practices every day, making his body and mind stronger. But while others train to protect people, Tanjiro trains to get revenge. His hatred grows stronger with every day. He watches the Demon Slayer Corps closely. He studies their rules, their ranks, how they communicate, and most importantly, the secret location of their headquarters. Everyone around him thinks he's a loyal, hardworking student, but inside, he's quietly planning to destroy the organization that failed his family. After months and years of preparation, Tanjiro finally acts. He secretly gives the location of the headquarters to Muzan's demons. The Corps does not expect a betrayal from one of their most trusted slayers. Chaos breaks out immediately. Hashira fights Upper Moon in this brutal war. Demon Slayers are overwhelmed and fall one by one. Muzan appears and strikes with incredible power, ending the remaining fighters. By the night's end, the Corps is destroyed. Tanjiro watches as both humans and demons fight and die around him. This is the destruction he wanted. This is the revenge he's been waiting for since the day his family died. But his plan is not finished. Tanjiro waits quietly, watching Muzan as the Demon King thinks he has won. When Muzan lets his guard down even a little, Tanjiro steps in from the shadows. He moves with all the skill he learned from Urokodaki and the Corps. Muzan is shocked. He never expected this boy to challenge him. The fight is long and brutal. Tanjiro uses everything he learned, every trick, every move. Muzan is already tired from the war, and after a fierce struggle, Tanjiro strikes the final blow, killing him. In the final timeline, we will assume that Muzan will turn Tanjiro into his puppet, and kills off Nezuko. In this timeline, when Muzan finds Tanjiro standing next to the bodies of his family, he feels something different about him. Instead of killing him, Muzan decides to use him. He turns Tanjiro into a demon and puts a large amount of blood inside of him. Muzan believes that Tanjiro will become his perfect servant, the demon who will hunt humans and demon slayers without question. From the outside, Tanjiro looks like a loyal puppet. He follows Muzan's orders. He attacks villages, kills demon slayers, and spreads fear. Everyone believes he belongs to Muzan now. But inside, Tanjiro is still aware. Just like Nezuko in the original timeline, he keeps all his memories. He remembers his mother, his siblings, their smiles, and their kindness. He remembers the night they were slaughtered. At first, the anger and pain almost take over his mind, but at some point, he realizes something important. Even though he's a demon now, Muzan can't fully control him. He can feel Muzan's blood inside him. He can sometimes hear his voice. But his own will is still there, and it's stronger than Muzan expects. Instead of trying to fight back right away, Tanjiro makes a careful decision. He will pretend to be loyal. He will act like a perfect servant. He will follow orders and gain Muzan's trust. And while doing that, he will slowly grow stronger. He knows that if he attacks Muzan too soon, he will die. So he waits. Tanjiro begins training himself in secret. He watches other powerful demons and learns how they fight. His sense of smell, now made stronger by his demon body, becomes even sharper. He can smell fear, power, anger, and weakness. He studies the upper moons and learns their strengths and their weak points. He also starts developing his own blood demon art. Over time, it becomes something unique and dangerous. His strength increases. His speed becomes faster than before. His healing becomes almost instant. Muzan is pleased and believes Tanjiro is becoming his greatest weapon. He has no idea that Tanjiro is actually becoming his greatest enemy. Years pass and Tanjiro becomes one of Muzan's most trusted demons. Other demons fear him, some even respect him. Tanjiro is often called to Muzan's side, given important tasks, and allowed to stay close to him. Tanjiro uses this chance to study him carefully. He watches the way Muzan moves. He observes how he fights and how he reacts to danger. He memorizes every detail. Tanjiro is no longer acting only out of anger. He's thinking clearly. His only goal is to destroy Muzan completely. Then one night, the perfect moment arrives. Muzan is fighting the remaining demon slayers in a huge battle. He uses a massive amount of power to crush them. He wins, but Tanjiro can smell that Muzan is not at full strength anymore. He's still dangerous, but he's tired. For the first time, Tanjiro senses weakness in him. This is the moment he's been waiting for. Without warning, Tanjiro turns on Muzan and attacks him with everything he has. Muzan is completely caught off guard. He tries to use the blood inside Tanjiro to control him, to command him, to make him stop. But it doesn't work. Tanjiro's mind is stronger than his control. A violent battle begins. The ground shatters under their feet. Buildings collapse around them. Muzan attacks with terrifying power, but Tanjiro has studied him for years. He knows his patterns. He predicts his moves. Even when he's badly hurt, he keeps fighting. In the end, Tanjiro lands the final blow. Muzan, the first demon, the cause of all suffering, is finally destroyed by the boy he thought was his puppet. Muzan's body burns to ash and disappears. The control inside Tanjiro's blood fades away. For the first time since that horrible night, Tanjiro feels free. But freedom doesn't bring him peace. Tanjiro looks around at the destroyed land and remembers all the people he killed while serving Muzan. Even though he ended the King of Demons, he cannot undo his actions. He's still a monster in his own eyes. He walks away from the battlefield alone. No one is there to praise him. No one is there to forgive him. The world is finally free of Muzan, but Tanjiro is left with nothing except his memories, his guilt, and the ruins of the life he once had.